For most of his adult life, Keith Brown lived paycheck to paycheck. He wasn't reckless, he just didn't think about money beyond bills and basic needs. I figured retirement was something for future me to worry about, Keith admits. But future me showed up fast. At 45, after a layoff and with no savings, Keith had a scary realization. He had spent 25 years working, and had nothing to show for it. No 401k, no investments, no emergency fund, just regret, he says. I felt like I had wasted decades. The wake-up call. Keith had just been let go from a job he thought was secure. He had about $300 to his name, and rent was due in 2 weeks. He had no idea what to do. That week, while job hunting, he stumbled on a podcast titled, Your Money, Your Life. One episode featured a man who turned his life around financially starting at age 50. I thought if he could do it, maybe I could too, Keith says. He made a commitment, no more excuses. He didn't have time to waste. The strategy: late start, fast action. Keith landed a new job within a month. It paid a bit less, but offered a 401k match, something he'd ignored at past jobs. This time, he immediately enrolled and contributed 15%. I lived like I was broke, because honestly, I still was, he says. He sold his second car, canceled cable, stopped dining out, and cut his grocery budget by meal planning. I learned to say no. Not forever, just for now. He started tracking every dollar using a spreadsheet and read books like The Millionaire Next Door and I Will Teach You to Be Rich. The common theme: consistency greater than complexity, side hustle and skill building. Keith began freelancing as a proofreader on the side, something he'd done occasionally for friends. He earned about $600 per month within 3 months. That went straight into a Roth IRA. He also took free online courses on personal finance and investing. I treated it like my second job, he says. I couldn't afford to stay ignorant. The power of compound catch-up. In year 3, Keith's net worth finally turned positive. He'd paid off his car, had $25,000 saved, and no credit card debt. Watching compound interest work was addicting. I used to spend weekends watching football, now I was watching my Vanguard account grow. He maxed out his retirement accounts and opened an HSA. At 50, he had $100,000 saved, more than he ever thought possible. I wasn't rich, but I was finally safe. That feeling, priceless. The $1 million mark. By 55, through consistent investing, frugal living, and side hustling, Keith crossed $1 million in net worth. I did it without a windfall, without inheritance, and without a 6-figure salary, Keith says. Just discipline and time, even if I started late. He now mentors others through local community centers and has created an online course for people over 40 who want to catch up financially. Keith's core lessons. It's not too late. Starting late is better than never starting. The secret isn't more income, it's intentional spending. Mindset beats math. Once you believe you can change, you will. Today, Keith is semi-retired, living simply, debt-free, and helping others build what he once thought was impossible: financial peace.